Hello, everybody. Judy Tuttle here from Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm from Midland, Texas, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm looking forward to showing you some new ink colors today and play with a new bundle that's coming out in the online exclusives tomorrow. So join me. Let's tuttle up and let's get this party started, right? Okay, so as usual, I am going to go through some announcements that I have going on. Now, the best way to always know about what's going on, about classes, events, discounts, sales, all of that, is to be a part of my email list. Hi, Christina. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad you're here. So if you would subscribe to my email list, that will definitely give you the fastest, mostest information. And I know mostest isn't a word, but I like to say it, about what's going on in Stampin' Up and in my Tuttle Up business. Okay, so here we go. The first thing is so exciting. Our new catalog is going live tomorrow. Okay, so sans some inventory back orders or sold out items from the demonstrators who already could pre-purchase. Everything in the annual catalog should be available after midnight tonight, Mountain Time. Okay, so Mountain Time is an hour before my time, which is Central Time. So you guys do the math on that. I can't figure out everybody's times. But yay! We're so excited because we're so ready for this new catalog, right? Like, we need to move on, friends, right? And we're excited about all these new things coming out. Next, today is the last day that you can register for my Florals in Bloom card class, which is this weekend. You can come in person here at my house in Midland, Texas, or you can get it to go. I'm going to go real quickly. I'm going to take this slide off, go to my hands, and I want to show you what you get in this class, okay? So you will get a half a pack of the new Florals in Bloom paper. Now, I'm going to be using this paper a lot today too, because look at the back sides of these. The back sides just brings in, not that one, all the new ink colors. Look, Cloud Cover, Strawberry Slush. You've got Darling Duckling in there. You've got Secret Sea. What else am I missing here? Timid Tiger. And Timid Tiger is in there as well. Okay, so the ink colors, this paper, the back sides are what we're going to be using today. But look at these, oh my gosh, gorgeous flowers. Look at this one with the delphiniums. I love delphiniums. Very pretty. I don't know what kind of flowers those are, but you get the cloud cover, you get the tiger, you get the Secret Sea in there. So pretty. This one is stinking gorgeous. Look at that. You get some of that Secret Sea in there as well. I'm pretty sure this is Blackberry Bliss and Fresh Freesia. Just so, look at this one. Whew, I love this paper. So you get a whole half a pack of this paper. You get all the product to make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs, okay? You'll get a whole package. Look at these. These are the brand new in color flat pearls is what they're calling them. We're going to be using these on today's projects as well, but you'll get a full pack of these with the class, and you'll get the ribbon you need to complete the cards as designed. Now, what you don't get, so that all of that you can get for $40 shipped, okay? Now, you might want to think about adding on the Sweet Blooms bundle, because we'll be using this on all the cards, and the Pretty Florals bundle, okay? I'm not allowed to stamp items for you, so you will need to do that yourself. But here's the ink colors that we'll be using with this project as well. We got Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling is that yellow. Isn't that pretty? Secret Sea is a really pretty midnight, really dark navy blue. We got Nope, not Sweet Sorbet. I'm going to keep doing that. It's called Strawberry Slush and Cloud Cover. Those are the colors. Timid Tiger. All right. Now look how all of these, what Stampin' Up! Does great, if it, not anything else, they do this great. They do everything great, I think. Look at how all these coordinate with this paper. So pretty, right? So that's going to be a fun class. I don't want you to miss out on that. Registration closes tonight because I need to get everything cut and mailed and processed for you guys. Okay, so let me put that away. And this, I really just wanted to let you guys know that the registration on this closes tonight. Okay, now let's go to the next slide here. BOGO sale is coming up on May the 23rd and 24th. You can come in person at my house on the 23rd at 6 p.m. And then it'll be an online sale on, I love strawberry slush too. I do. And I tell you what, I love that Secret C a lot more than I thought I would as well. I've been using that quite a bit, that Secret C. And I'm having an online sale on May the 24th from 2 to 4. It might be 2 to 5, 2 to 6. So BOGO means you can buy my retired items and you can get an equal amount from the new catalog for free. It is the deal of the year every year. So if you would like to come, a lot of my retired items I haven't even used. I just buy more than I can use, which is a problem, but it's to your advantage, right? Okay, so that's coming up at the end of May. And then I have a kit party coming up. This is for my Hi, Mary from Wisconsin. My friend Mary just moved from North Dakota to Wisconsin. So glad you're here. And she's pretty much retired, so now she can join us on our Facebook Lives. So if you are in the Midland area, Midland, Odessa, Abilene, Andrews, Greenwood, any surrounding areas, San Angelo, you can come to my kit night and pajama party. I'm so excited about this. It'll be on May the 30th from 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. You don't have to stay the whole time, but I'll have kids available. We'll have snacks and drinks and games and fun, and you can come as long as you want and leave when you are ready to go to bed. Or by 11 o'clock. I'm pushing it for myself at 11 o'clock. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for coming. All right. One more thing I need to talk to you about is that we have a new starter kit special starting. Let me move this over a little bit here. Starting tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, May the 6th through the end of the month. If you would like to join a team, my team, any of my downlines team, we have a great team. You can get $165 worth of product for $99. That is a huge deal. And you know what that buys you? That buys you time to get all the holiday catalog stuff at a discount as well. So let me tell you what you get by joining a team. I have a little slide here. Let me get rid of that one, put this one up. This needs to be a little bigger, I think. Let's make it a little larger. Okay, so when you join a team, this is what you should know. If you're just a customer, can you choose your own products? Yes. If you join a team as a demonstrator in May, you get $165 worth of products for $99, okay? Do you get access to my tutorials for all my classes? If you're a customer, you have to pay for them. If you're one of my team members, you get free access to all my PDFs of my online classes and my classes that I offer everybody else. Do you get a future discount? No. What if you're on a team? Yes, you will get a 20 to 25 off discount off everything, depending on what level you are, until you decide you don't want to do it anymore. So it's a great deal. Exclusive event invitations, not if you're a customer, but yes, if you're on a team. I don't even like to use the word demonstrator because most of my team members are just doing it because they want to take advantage of everything in that right column, okay? Exclusive community. We have an exclusive Facebook page where we share have team meetings that you can come to if you want. I give videos and let people know what's going on my team. I'm very passionate about my team. So the last thing here, I can't read it, so I'm going to move it up. It's under something. Is it a lifetime commitment? Is it a commitment at all? There's none as a customer, but guess what? There's no obligation if you join a team either. You can quit anytime you want without any hassle or charges or, oh, you didn't stay with us long enough, we're going to charge you $50. No, you can quit anytime you want. You can quit by calling Stampin' Up, or you can quit by just letting your quarterly minimums just lapse, which is fine too. But of course, we're hoping you will love us so much that you will want to stay with us. Okay. So that is my spiel about joining a team. We have a lot of fun, the Tuttle Up Stampers. So, I would love to have you a part of our Tuttle Up stamping community. So I think we have a great team. Okay. So who wants to get started stamping? Woohoo, me. Okay. So let's get to the fun stuff here. Okay, so today and for the rest of the week, we are using the Sweet Jar Bundle. Okay, the Sweet Jar Bundle. This is an online exclusive that will be coming out. That punch is kind of hard to see with that light there. Okay, so you get a punch that punches the lid and the jar. And then you've got this stamp set called Sweet Jar that has lots of great sentiments. It's got the jar with fun things to fill it in with. Super cute. And we are going to be using the new ink colors today. In addition, we have a new embossing folder. It's called the Mini Corrugated Embossing Folder. Now, I looked a little bit earlier, and it's on back order right now, but it'll be available at the end of the month. But if you get my online class to go, I will go ahead and emboss those pieces for you. I'm allowed to emboss. I'm just not allowed to stamp, okay? Then, let's see what else. We are going to need a 1.5 inch circle punch. Gosh, that light is really annoying me today. I hope you guys can see okay what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. I think you're going to love these projects. Now remember, Monday's projects are always the simple ones, right? Tuesday is our fun fold, and then Wednesday is a 3D item. I do this every week. So here's my first card. How cute is that? I love this, and I love these colors. I'm using the Secret Sea, which is a new ink color. I'm using Cloud Cover, which is a new ink color, and I'm using Shy Shamrock, which is an ink color from last year. I really feel like this has kind of a masculine feel to it, don't you? And look how fun that corrugated embossing folder. It just gives a ton of texture. And then, of course, bringing the outside to the inside is something I love to do. Okay, so let's get started. I'm starting with a piece of Secret Sea, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored down the middle at 4 1/4. Okay, and I have taken a piece of basic white and already ran it through that corrugated, looks like cardboard, right? Embossing folder. And you guys, it went through so smoothly and neatly. In the past, we've had embossing folders like that want to crack the cardstock, but it didn't, and it looks lovely. So I'm going to add this right here to the front of my card. Okay, so I'm going to grab some Seal Plus. Pet peeve is when that happens on camera, because it almost never happens to me at all. Okay, so I'm going to add some Seal Plus right here. I push too hard. I get too excited, and then I mess up my Seal Plus. So it's a me problem, not a product problem. See how the rest of that went on? Because I was consciously thinking, don't press too hard. Okay, so I'm going to set this right here on top. There we go. Right on top of my card right there. Okay, now I've cut 2 pieces of designer series paper from that floral blooms paper. So look on this side, but we're going to be using the opposite side, okay? So I'm going to take this one that has the greens and blues and the cloud cover in it, and I'm going to attach it kind of a little bit catty corner right there at the top, okay? And I think I'm going to use liquid glue on this. That way it'll seep into all those crevices in that embossing folder there. Okay. A little catty corner like that. Okay. And then I'm going to use this side, which has the cloud cover and the Secret Sea in it. Oh, fun. It's going to be fun. I have a lot of people excited about the pajama party. I do it about every other month. This is the first time I've really called it a pajama party. But we had a lot of fun the last time we did it. And I lay out all my kits. So for $28, you get to choose a kit and eat my snacks and enjoy and have fun. You can pick, I have a lot of kits. So you can pick any kit you want to that's available here with me. Or and if there's a certain kit you want, you can let me know and I'll provide that for you as well. So I'll do my best to get you the kit you want. If you go online and I'm like, oh, I hope Judy has a kit. And there's a new kit coming out. I wish I could show you in the catalog. Maybe I can show you tomorrow when it goes live, because I'm allowed to show you inside the catalog starting tomorrow. It's a boho. It's a blue one. And it looks kind of like that Delft pottery, you know. And it is a super pretty kit. So I'm hoping to get my hands on some of those tomorrow. Okay, so there we go. So do you see how I kind of brought the outside to the inside here? And now this is going to go right inside my card base here. So Christina said her favorite in color is that strawberry slush. It's very pretty. It is a returning one. We used to have it in our inventory as an in color, and then they brought it back. It was well loved. All the other four are colors brand new to us this year. Okay, so this is going to get attached right here on the inside of my card, and then I'll be done with that part. Okay, so now I'm going to create my jar with my candles in it. So I have a scrap piece of white here. I've got my jar outline, and I'm going to bring in my Memento Black. Hello, Janet. Nice to meet you. I don't know if I've ever met you before. You're from Texas? Where are you at from Texas? What part of Texas are you from? I'm from Midland. Okay, so there's my jar. Now, before I punch this out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my candles on the inside. So you get 2 candles in this bundle. You get one that's 3 candles, and you get one that's a single candle. That's going to come in handy in just a second. So I'm going to grab my Secret Sea, and I'm going to stamp kind of as close to that edge and that bottom edge as I can in Secret Sea, right like that. I'm going to move it over a little bit and do that one more time, leaving a little space in between them. You'll see why in just a second. Okay, right like that. And then I'm going to grab this single candle and my Shy Shamrock ink pad. Shy Shamrock is one that is a current ink color that we'll be carrying over for another year. But some of that Shy Shamrock is in this paper here. So I'm going to put a Shy Shamrock candle right in here. I'm going to put another one right here next to that striped candle. And then one more over here on this other side. Now, here's confession time. the cloud cover ink, which is one of our new ink colors, will not be available to purchase in this format right here, our normal ink pads. There's a problem they have discovered between the chemistry of the ink in the cloud cover formula and the foam pads. So they're going to let demonstrators buy the foam pad, but I don't know if I will. But they're suggesting that you buy an uninked ink spot and you ink up an uninked ink spot with a re-inker, and then you'll know you'll never have that problem. Okay, so just an FYI, if you go online tomorrow and you want to buy the cloud cover ink pad, unless you're a demonstrator, you won't be able to. And even as a demonstrator, I'm not sure I want to, because I want to be able to show you guys things that you can order. But how am I getting around that here? Like, how did I put these cloud cover candles in that jar? I am going to show you right now. I got a cloud cover in color marker. You get a set of 5. Let me show you what those look like right here. You can get a set of 5 of all 5 colors. Okay, so I'm grabbing that cloud cover one, and I am inking up this with the brush tip of my marker. Okay, adding ink to that candle. I huff on it. Did you hear me huffing? And then I can just add that into the mix right there. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. I wish I'd gotten that wick a little bit better there. Let me try to just get the wick on it. There we go. Got my wick. I'm going to do that again. There we go. See? There's a will, there's a way, right? To get some cloud cover ink on that. And I'm going to do it one more time and kind of try to sneak it in right over here to this side right there. There we go. Okay, so now I've been able to fill in my jar with my candles, okay? You put the lid back on this marker. I want to put my flames on top, and for my flames I'm going to go to that Darling Duckling, another new ink color, and they have engineered these flames. There's one that has 3 flames on it like that, and that'll fit right on top of those Secret Sea candles that I stamped in groups of 3 right there. Awesome. And then they have this other one that has like a radiating shine coming out of it. And I'm going to put those on top of all those single ones that I just stamped. There we go. There's my light shining in my candles, right? Okay. I'm going to use my punch. And I'm going to punch out my jar with my jar punch here. So you guys know about punches, right? If they're popular ones, they go out of stock. It takes quite a while for them to get back in. So you might want to jump on getting one of those as soon as you can. Okay. Now I'm using our silver metallic paper, and I'm going to cut a lid, boop, right out of the top of that. Okay, so this is going to get popped up on my card front. I'm going to pop up my jar. Actually, you know what? I'm going to add a little liquid glue to the top of this and add that silver topper to it. There we go. Get a little wiggle room with liquid glue, which is what I really love. Okay, so there we go. And maybe I'll put one more dimensional, kind of securing that lid to that jar, right like that. Okay, so now I can attach my jar to my card front here. Right like that. Cute, huh? Do you feel like this has like a little bit of a masculine feel to it? Hi, Roz. Thanks for joining us. I feel like it could, right? It's, you know, we get too caught up on all that sometimes, but I do think this one with the Secret C does tend to be a little bit more masculine. I'm just going to say that. All right, so I'm going to grab a scrap of white here. I'm going to grab my happy birthday, and I'm going to go back to that Shy Shamrock. And I'm going to stamp happy birthday right on the edge right here of a white scrap and attach that to my card front. I'm going to grab my little mini trimmer. There we go. Cut my edges straight. Okay. And then I'm going to pop happy birthday right on top right here. Super cute. I need a dimensional on this day side of birthday. And then I'm going to use flat glue on this other side because it's going to overlap that jar that's already popped. Okay. So you guys know I went to that concert this week, Mercy Me and Zach Williams. It was my gift to my siblings for Christmas, and we had a wonderful time. Concert was great. The company was amazing. So fun to be able to do things with my siblings now that we live in Texas. So, all right. So I'm going to do a combination of the Secret C. You guys, these are so shiny and pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm going to buy a bunch of these tomorrow when the catalog goes live because I just love them so much. I'm going to get my other scissors. Here they are right here. My pointy ones, and I'm going to lift up some of these. I'm going to add some gems to my card front. I'm going to add some Secret C, maybe right there. I'm going to add some cloud cover and just kind of scatter them around in different spots. There's 3 sizes. There's a small, a medium, and a large, and then I think I'm going to use the medium on this, and maybe where do you think? Maybe right there. All right, so there is card number 1 using Secret C, Darling Duckling. We have cloud cover in there. We have some Shy Shamrock, those beautiful ink colored gems, and then the inside mimics the outside. Perfect, easy birthday card, right? Okay, so let me put that away, and I'll grab out my next card, which you guys are going to love as well. I'm confident of that. Okay, so our next card, let me clean up my mess here first, though. And pull out the things I need just for this card. I'm going to put away my candles and my happy birthday because I know I'm not going to need those on any other cards. Okay. For this card, I'm using the hearts. How cute is that? Okay, so I don't need 3 candles anymore. I can replace that with my hearts here. Don't need the single candle. I'm going to replace that with the word love. And I don't need happy birthday. And I don't need my flames. There we go. I do need the inside of my jar. And I need my 2 little hearts. There we go. Okay, so this is all about strawberry slush. I think you're gonna really love it. I love that if it could be a masculine card, hearted. Good, Brenda. I like it too. I am always needing masculine birthday cards. Okay, so here is our next card. We're using those hearts. I like how the hearts are fluttering outside of the jar, sending a little love your way. You guys, hearts don't have to be just for Valentine's Day. You can show love anytime you want. And then the inside, look here. I kind of brought the outside to the inside. So I hope you guys love this card. Let's get started. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put together. So I have a piece 5.5 by 8.5, okay? And I scored it at 1 1/4 inches and at 7, let's see, 1 1/4 and 5.5. I did 1 1/4 and 5.5, okay? So it's gonna fold up like this. This is kind of a fun fold, not really anything dramatic, just a new interesting way to fold the card up. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to score those really well. I have a piece of that DSP that is strawberry slush with those little plus signs on them. And the other side is those flowers, okay? But we are going to use this side right here. So I'm going to start by taking just this top wider flap here. And I am going to adhere that flat just to the top part of this card base, okay? So I'm going to show you something too that might drive you guys crazy. It doesn't bother me at all, but I can see why. Brenda, you'll have to tell me if that annoys you. So, and then I'll show you a way to fix it, all right? Okay, so now you're intrigued, right? What does Judy think is going to annoy Brenda? Okay, so I've got my DSP on the front, right like that, getting it really glued down. Now, when you open this, that other side of that DSP is going to show on the inside. If that bothers you, you can cut a piece of white paper and just cover that up, okay? I kind of think it's fun. That the other colors pop in there, but you do you, okay? All right, so we might do the inside of this card first. So I cut another strip of that DSP. This is 3/4 of an inch by 5.5 inches. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to add the DSP strip inside. Here's the bottom flap, the short flap, okay, inside right here at the bottom of that card base, okay? Right above that score line. There we go. Gonna cut these edges off. I always cut them a little bit long because I'd rather have them too long than too short, right? Okay. Then I have a piece of basic black. It is cut 3.5 by 4 3/4. And I use that postage die set. I love this die set, right? Okay. So, Brenda, I knew you wouldn't be. I could feel that in my heart. So, if you're not wild about it, then just get a piece of white paper and cover it up right like that, and it'll be fine. okay? So do what you feel comfortable with. Okay, so here is our postage die. It is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, okay? And I'm going to grab these large hearts right here. These are the ones I'm going to stamp inside my jar. But I'm going to put a little bit in the corner right here. Right here, just popping out from that corner right like that. I'm going to add these to each other. I like that black behind that, don't you? And we will attach this to the inside. There we go. And I like how that DSP just peeks out from the bottom edge of that inside right there. Okay. All right. So now let's fold this all in, and I'm going to work on my front. So again, this panel is going to go here, and this is going to go on top. But before I put that panel there, I'm going to wrap some ribbon. And I just remembered I forgot the ribbon from my last card, but we can go back and do that in just a second. All right, so this time I'm going to do an adjustable ribbon. So I'm going to add my ribbon. Instead of wrapping it all the way around, I'm just going to wrap it so that it adheres in the back, right like that. Okay. And then I can grab my bow and tie a bow over here on this side. The nice thing about this kind of bow is that you can move this bow wherever you need it. So once I get my white panel on top, I can adjust it to where I need it, okay? There we go. I'm going to adjust the size right there. Pull that tight, okay? I'm going to pull it all the way over to the edge here and then cut those ends right like that. I call this an adjustable bow because you can move it. You can slide it. It's a slider, okay? There we go. Okay, so now we're going to stamp on our other postage die stamp. I'm going to stamp my jar in Memento Black. Memento Black and Slush are the two colors of this card. Thanks, Becky. I'm glad you're here. I love when you come and watch me. Okay, so my jar is going to go right on this side right here. There we go. And then they give us this shadow kind of effect for the inside of the bottom of the jar in Strawberry Slush. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to stamp it off once in Strawberry Slush. And then I'm going to line it up with the bottom and sides of my jar. And I'm going to stamp it on the inside, right like that. So it's going to give a shadow of more hearts on the inside. Okay, now I'm going to grab those bold hearts again, and these are going to go right on top of that. And some of these little images here kind of help you line up the hearts the way you want them. Okay, so there we go. There's my inside, and I'm just going to now, inside hearts, going to keep my strawberry slush here, but before I do that, I'm going to grab my words. I think I must have not pulled those off here that say sending a little blank your way. And I'm going to stamp it, and that's going to give me an idea of how to put my hearts kind of down and around. Okay, so where's that Memento Black? Here we are. Sending a little blank your way. It's going to go right up here. And then I can fill in the word love in that blank. So we have several words we can fill in there. There's party, there's luck, there's sweetness, there's love. All of those kind of go in that space. Obviously this time we're going to do love in strawberry slush. There we go. Isn't it fun how they let you put whatever word you want in that little spot right there? Okay, so now while I have the strawberry slush out here, I'm going to take some more of these hearts, and I'm just going to have these hearts kind of fluttering out of this jar. Okay, so we can use one of the hearts, have 2 hearts on it, some have 3, and we're just going to start kind of twisting them and turning them so that they kind of flow down and then flow back up again. Kind of off the edge, right like that. I might put one more set right down here. Cute! Do you guys like that? I think that's fun. Now I'm going back to my punch, and I'm going to punch a silver lid again for this little jar, but this time I'm going to kind of set the lids like it's been opened, and all those hearts are kind of fluttering out. Okay, there we go. So this time this is going to sit kind of on the edge like that, like, oh, those hearts are all escaping there. So let me grab my mini dimensionals. And they fit kind of right inside the edge of that lid, which is nice. It's a pretty tight fit, but they fit, okay? So my mini dimensionals are going to help lift that lid and give that a little dimension. Right like that, okay? Now this is going to go flat on top of the black, right like that, okay? So I'm going to add some Seal Plus. And luckily this ribbon is very flat and not very heavy, so it allows us to put that. You could pop it up if you wanted to. I bet my friend Monica will pop hers up because she likes the things poppy. Okay, and now this is going to go right here on the front of this card base. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm going to use dimensionals now on the back side of this. Let me grab my large ones. And you might want to put a dimensional over those ribbons just to keep them secure. So what are you looking forward to buying tomorrow? I can't wait to get my hands on those new banners and alphabet letters that are coming out. So many great uses for that, right? Parties and pennant banners and you know, college looking banners as well. Just a lot of fun opportunities with that banner and alphabet die set. And the letters are huge, so that makes it really fun as well. Okay, there we go. Sending a little love your way. Now the only thing I have left to do is add my dots to this. And this time I am going to, hi. I love the strawberry slush too. So let's see. You know what, Silent Canvas? I don't really like that you're talking to my people during my video. So you can make your own video. If you love Stampin' Up, I'd be happy to sell it to you. But otherwise, you should find your own platform, okay? Sorry about that, guys. There's one of the things about social media I can't control, especially right in the middle of my video. But they're being nice, which is good. So we hope that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 5 of them on there, right? Hi, Laura. Thanks. Thanks for joining me. So how cute is that? Sending a little love your way. And then you open it up and there's a little, you can write a little message inside. So that is card number 2. And our last card is going to be chocolate chip cookies. Who doesn't love that, right? Okay, so let me pull this out, clean up my stuff, and get ready for the next card. Cleaning off all my hearts here, the inside of my jar, the love. I still need the sending blank your way. And I'm going to put away the ones I don't need anymore and pull out the ones I do. In case you guys couldn't see, there was someone trying to promote their selves on my YouTube page. So I find it annoying, but you know what? It's okay. As long as they're nice. There we go. Okay, I'm going to need the lid this time to my jar. What else do I need? Sweetness. Little sweetness. All right, I think that's all that I need. And I'll put love away. All right, so how cute is this card? I pulled out that cloud cover cardstock and I combined it with some crumb cake and pecan pie and early espresso. And so now our jar has chocolate chip cookies inside. How cute is that? So Halloween jar with lemon, lime twist, gorgeous grape, and darling. That would be fun. So many things you can do, right, Becky? Like so many color combinations and ideas. Like this one is cloud cover with pecan pie. There's a little early espresso in there. Super cute, right? I use those arches and I use some strips of paper to do some diagonals across the front. So let me show you how I did this. I don't need my jar punch anymore. This time on this card, I'm using this 1.5-inch circle punch. Okay, so I have a piece of that cloud cover that is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored down the middle at 5.5. Okay, so I'm going to make sure my edges are really square here. Use my bone folder. That's the best tool for that. I'm grabbing this cloud cover DSP. It's the opposite side of the one that has all the purples and everything in it in the florals in bloom. And I'm going to attach that right to the top here. Okay. There we go. All right, so now I found a trick to getting my diagonals on the front of my card straight. And what I did is I turned my card base and put it right on my 0 on my grid paper right there. And then I put the bottom corner on the 2. So we're at 0 and 2 for this bottom corner right here. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to do 0 and 3. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. Now, I have these 1/2 inch pieces. I can use these grid lines that are here to kind of help me with deciding. Why is this not working as well this time? Maybe I did it this other way. Okay, let's just go for it here. I'm making too big of a deal out of this. So let's see, maybe 1 and 3 would be better. And then I line them up so that they're straight. I'm following this grid line here and the grid line down here at the bottom, and that's helping me keep them straight. Okay. I thought I had the perfect explanation to tell you guys how to do that, but just tilt your card base and then line up your strips so that they are straight all the way down using that grid paper. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to move over a little bit and do the same thing. I'm going to move over 2 boxes, do the same thing again a little further down. Okay. There we go. Move it down so it goes off the edge. Perfect. And then one more. Right like that. And then grab your scissors and cut off the excess on the sides. There we go. We get nice little fun cloud cover stripes across the front, right? Okay, and then I have 3 of these arches. I have one that is on the bottom edge, 3 inches wide. The crumb cake arch is a 3-inch wide base. The pecan pie arch is about 2 3/8 inch at the bottom, but it fits right inside. And then a basic white one that's going to fit right inside of that one. Okay, so I'm going to add my pecan pie to my crumb cake. Right like that. I'm going to grab my ribbon and tie it in a bow here at the bottom of this crumb cake pecan pie layer. I wish we could have pre-ordered the ink color ribbon because I could have used that on these cards, but we didn't have the pre-order ability to get the ribbon this time. So this white one serves us well during this. Let me move this a little further over here. There we go. I'm going to tie it in a bow. Right here at the bottom, and I'm going to move just what I did last time, move it all the way over to that very edge, and then There we go. Now on this other arch that is white, so I did the fourth largest, fifth largest, sixth largest going down in the arches dies. Okay, I'm going to stamp my jar in Memento Black. Right here. So I have a friend that lives away from me that loves my chocolate chip cookies. So this would be a great card to send her because it will be a little surprise treat. Let me grab my scrap here, and then on my scrap I'm going to stamp in basic black, sending a little blank your way. There we go. I'm going to grab Sweetness and my pecan pie ink. And inside in our little space right here, we're going to stamp Sweetness and pecan pie. Let me get my head in here. There we go. Sweetness your way. And then the lid on our jar is going to be pecan pie as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that while I have my pecan pie ink out here. Cute. Okay, so many possibilities, right? These cookies can also be jelly beans. If you make them, you know, the right colors and everything. So that's fun. Okay, so I'm grabbing my 1.5 inch circle punch and I'm going to punch out my words here. And then for the inside, I've got that inside that looks a little more like jelly beans or cookies. This time we're using it as cookies. And my crumb cake ink. And this time I'm not going to stamp off. I wanted it to be a really warm looking crumb cake for my chocolate chip cookies. So I'm going to stamp that right inside the jar, right like that. Okay. And then let's grab our chocolate chips and our early espresso ink here. Thank you, Becky. Hi, Kathy. I miss you. We need to have a lunch together soon. I keep saying that. So let's make a plan for that. Okay, so this is going to fit right inside the cookies. These are our chocolate chips, okay? Cute. See how they just fit right inside those cookies? Fun. Okay, now we're almost done. Easy peasy, right? I'm going to pop this arch up right on the top of my card base. And I am going to use dimensionals on this. So a week from today, I leave for Disney with my Stampin' Up! Incentive trip that I earned last year. I'm super excited about that. Love going with my husband on these trips because he sacrifices a lot for me to be able to do this as my job. And I like to spoil him a little bit as well. Okay, so then this is going to get popped up right on top of there. So I've already popped it up once. I'm going to pop it up again. You need to keep that in mind because our sentiment circle here, one edge is going to have to be double popped. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. So I'm going to pull all my dimensionals off here. Oh, so you love the cloud cover, Becky. I love the cloud cover too. It's kind of a gray blue. right? Dusty blue, kind of. Okay, so here's my cookie jar right there. Now, this has been popped and this has been popped. So this is going to have to be, it's going to cover it over here like this. It's going to overlap it. We're going to have to put 2 dimensionals right under here where it says sending a little. So I'm kind of putting my finger there. So remind me where I want to have that. I'm going to put a dimensional down, take off the wax paper, and then put another one right on top of it. And that's going to help keep everything level up here in this corner. So down here where it says sweetness, I'm going to just add some Seal Plus. If it goes off the edge, the fun thing about Seal Plus is you can just curl it back on right like that. And then this is going to go right there. Okay. Now for the inside, since I'm sending this to a friend far away, I've got a piece of basic white, and I'm going to stamp some of those cookies on the inside as well. So I'm going to grab my crumb cake again. I'm going to stamp it kind of off the edge, a little bit raised right there. And then add those chocolate chips to the inside. Right here in Early Espresso. So if you live in Midland, think about coming to my pajama party kit night on May the 30th. Or my Florals and Bloom class next week. This week on Friday. That registration closes today. Okay, so I have a piece of that cloud cover DSP, opposite side of that Florals and Bloom, and this is going to get adhered right here on the bottom edge, right underneath those chocolate chip cookies. Okay, and then I have one more sentiment I want to add to the inside of this. Since I know who this is going to, I'm going to grab my I Miss You bunches. I know all my friends in Lincoln are going, I hope she's sending me cookies, but you won't know who it is until you get them. I'm not going to say. So I'm going to grab my pecan pie ink pad. I've got my stamp that says Miss You Bunches. Put it right there next to the cookies, and then this will get adhered to the inside of the card. How cute is that? I've got to add my pearls in cloud cover to the front here. Don't want to forget those. Those are so pretty. So I have a big one that I put kind of right here in the corner of my circle. And then we can scatter them on wherever we want. Maybe I want a small one right there this time inside, and then a medium one. Right there. Sending a little sweetness your way. Cute with the cookies, and inside Miss You bunches. So wouldn't it be cute to send a little bag of chocolate chip cookies, a box of chocolate chip cookies, and put this little card inside as a nice surprise to a friend. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to pull them all out again for you to see here. Thank you, Brenda. I think it's been fun to work with. I knew that this jar would be, it's going to be a hit. I know it is, because it's so versatile. So here's our card number 1, our happy birthday card. Here's our card number 2, which is our sending love your way with the little hearts on the inside. Doesn't have to be for Valentine's. It can be for any reason. And then here is the sending sweetness your way with the chocolate chip cookies. So I hope you love all three. I think they're super fun. You can get a kit in the mail to make these cards. One of each, plus the Fun Fold tomorrow, plus the 3D on Wednesday, with any order of $50 or more in my online store. And tomorrow, when the new catalog goes live, you'll be able to get all these in colors for yourself, sans the stamp pad, but you can get the re-inker and the uninked squares. So that is an option. And great day to shop with me tomorrow. So I will be back here tomorrow, noontime. No, I lied. No, I'm not lying. Noontime tomorrow, Tuesday, for my Fun Fold card that goes with this bundle in the new ink colors. And then on Wednesday, we'll have our fun 3D project for you. So God bless everyone. See you tomorrow at noon. So thanks. Give me some love. Give me some hearts. Give me thumbs up. Share with your friends. Do all the things that will help me make my business grow. So bye-bye.